In the late 90s, 3D platformers were like the sandbox open city environment games of today. They were the bee's knees, as we used to say in the 90s. Or was it the 50s? Anyway, this is a review of Blasto. This is one of those games that I have this nostalgic feeling towards, that I like because it's like from my childhood and I spent a lot of time as a kid playing this game. But it's just so undeniably bad in almost every aspect. I can't take it, so I'm gonna rip this game a new asshole, even though I do have to say as a prerequisite that I like this game. But it's awful. It's horrible. First of all, what's really bad with this game is the movement. Your character is the stiffest thing since Pinocchio's cock. Look at how long it takes to turn to the side. Blasto is just casually turning. Like he has a broken neck. His whole body feels like it has no joints. One good thing the programmers did, I have to give them credit for this. They created a move that makes you flip in the air and turns you around right away. I'm guessing the programmers, after finishing the game, they realized how stiff and uncomfortable the controls are, so they decided to make a move that would stop players from throwing their cat at the TV screen. But this only helps if the enemy's behind you. If the enemy's to any one side of you, you're still gonna have to turn like an asshole. Slowly, like turning a fucking windmill. Oh, the tediousness. The aiming is horrible too. It's pretty stupid. No, stop that. It's not pretty stupid. It's repulsive! Look how giant your crosshair is! How the fuck am I supposed to aim with this? The crosshair is the size of a giant plasma screen TV! My god, shouldn't crosshairs be small so you could actually aim at shit you want to shoot? Why even have a crosshair if it's like half of the fucking screen? This game wouldn't be too hard if not for the stupid camera and the just abysmal controls. Enemies aren't hard to kill most of the time. But this is one of those games where you will get hit by every enemy you come into contact with. Yeah, there's no skill curve. You will never become so good where you can dodge enemy attacks. You see an enemy appear, you will get hit by it. He turns around slowly, he moves slowly. Oh, god damn it! One thing this game has going for it is there is no shortage of colorful environments and strange-looking enemy creatures. This game has variety, you know, but look, is saying the game has variety, is me saying the game isn't dull, is that really something good? I mean, think about it. No, it's not something good. It's just not something bad. It's like saying one good thing about Blasto is it doesn't promote fascism. Well, yeah, it's good that the game Blasto doesn't promote fascism, but it's not supposed to. One good thing about Blasto is it doesn't give you epilepsy while you play it. Well, huzzah! Let's give it a gaming award. You don't get epilepsy while playing it. Another good thing this game has going for it is Blasto, the character you control. Yeah, obviously. The character is voiced by legendary comedian entertainer Phil Hartman.
Oh, this is
I'm sure most of you have already noticed that Blasto's sprite has kind of a rectangle or square shadow around it. That's an attribute of playing the game on a PS3. But isn't that like the perfect analogy for the game? Isn't that ironic? The controls in the game are so stiff, your character feels like he's a walking rectangle. It's like the PS3 is trying to tell us something. This game, you're doing a lot of things, but I think one of your main objectives, probably the most important one, I guess. This game was made for prepubescent boys, so your main objective, I'll say, is rescuing, quote, babes, unquote. Yeah, it's like a shitty version of Duke Nukem. Only, what happens when you rescue a babe? Well, they barely give you the time of day, like one word and they disappear in a puff of smoke. I mean, come on, honey, I know I'm a 3-foot-tall steroid abuser, but how about a handjob at least?
Thank you.
The platforms in this game are just abysmal. And that's not something that should be ever forgiven in a game that's supposed to be a goddamn platform. There's like no depth perception in Blasto's jumps. And the action that Blasto does, any action, it takes a while to register the action after you press it on your control pad. This pretty much amounts to a death sentence, you know? You will die a lot. And not because you suck, but because the game is programmed badly. The game is programmed so badly, in fact, that it's like almost programmed for you to fail. Although you might suck as well, I can't really speak for you. Having a tedious time jumping at platforms in a platformer? Come on, there's no excuse for that. Imagine what Mega Man would be like if you couldn't make half your jumps because of bad controls, bad controller response time, and just bad overall jumping experience. Blasto is set up in a way where you can't time your jumps in critical areas that you absolutely have to jump to. And sometimes enemies just appear out of nowhere while you're trying to jump, or even worse, while you're in the middle of the jump, while you're in the fucking air. Come on! But platforms aren't the only things that you can't time yourself in this game. There are a lot of different obstacles that you just can't get through by timing it just right. And it's not just because of controls. It's because the obstacles are broken. The controls are broken. Look, let's see the pattern here. Okay, shooting, like, I can't follow the goddamn pattern. I just have to run through and hope for the best. The only way I get through things like this fire here is when I get that little blinking Blasto after I just died, and I can run through any obstacle without getting hurt. Unless, of course, I fall off the fucking platform. In that case, even the flashing, just came out of death Blasto won't save my ass. Yeah, you will pay for that. I like the music in this game, too. So it's not all bad. But there's enough bad stuff to call this a shit game. I mean, just the controls in the platformer alone being shit means the game is shit. So, this game is technically a platform, but it's hard. It's a complicated platform. It's like a maze. Okay, so let's check our map. We'll go into the start menu, check our map. Oh, let's see where we are, and yeah, there was no map button. You see, the map is these little glowing things. You step on these things and it shows you a map of the game, and obviously they're not all over the place. And even when we do step on them, let's see, there we are, we're flashing there, and where's the exit? Yeah, where do I have to go next? It doesn't tell you where I have to go next, it doesn't tell you where the fucking exit is. It's like a fucking, a mall in hell. It's Hell Mall. It's like the devil is toying with you. This is what happens to a valley girl when she dies. She goes to a mall that with a map system that's so complicated she will never leave, and she will never find the store she wants to go to. Why couldn't you just have a thing where you press pause and the map would come up? Why complicate things that don't need to be complicated? Oh my god, look at this. I'm dead in like one hit. I gotta find some health or something. Maybe a save point where I can... I gotta get... Oh yes, a save! Saved by the save! Excellent. Let me just step on the save there. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, you gotta... The game just pulled an LOL, you're dead. Like, I'm standing next to the save, I'm about to step on it, and then the enemy just puffs out of nowhere and shoots me in the head, like, LOL? You son of a bitch. Oh, well, at least the game has a sense of humor.
Well, thanks for watching. Goodbye, my friends.